Hey guys, Greg here with another tutorial. This time we're covering strings. To start, you might be wondering what strings are, and this is just essentially any series of characters. There's nothing really more to it than that, although there can be, but for our purposes in this tutorial, we're just going to cover very base level uses. What this essentially means for us is how can we use strings to affect our experiences in our games. Well, the easiest way to do it is to allow for some user input as you're seeing in the background. This is simply just another type of scene where you allow the player or user to enter in whatever they want, and this would be the string we're identifying. So what I ended up doing was simply making a little quiz that checked if you entered in a number or not. And if you did, you would get a pass state where the wizard would say, hey, good job. And if you didn't, you would fail, obviously. So with that said, we are going to show off what we made in the experience on my phone. And then we're going to go into the adventure we've been working on together. And we're going to implement a way to respond and use string with user inputs, in this case, into our little choose your own adventure. Here it is on my phone, and you can see that it's asking me to enter a number. I do so, and it passes us. That'll do, says the wizard. You can also see me failing it, which is as simple as not entering a number in this case. On to the main experience that we've been working on, the choose your own magic adventure portion. I have rearranged things ever so slightly just to kind of partition it and make it easier for me to work with. But what we're going to do is disconnect this probability block, the one on the right, because we're going to make it so you actually have to open the chest with a password as opposed to just clicking the open chest button. So what this ends up meaning is we are going to change this button here, the response text, so we're actually changing the scene itself. I misspoke. The scene to text input. What this basically just means is whatever the user inputs has to match with the string or password block. So this is actually a different type of string block. Previously we just checked if it was a number, but this time we're actually going to use the response equals block. This is just basically going to check, hey, is what the user inputted the same as what we want it to be? So in this case, is the password they're entering the same as what the actual password is? And we're just going to make the password to keep things simple. We're essentially done at this point. All we have to do is link everything together. Thanks to, and again, we're just looking at some more blocks here, but thanks to how simple everything is, you can really do some interesting things with string that we haven't really touched on. All we did was put one block in, and that kind of changed how the game was entirely. This is the final product and what we've actually entered into the main experience we've been working on. As you can see, it's essentially given us a small puzzle, a little logic puzzle you have to solve where you enter in password to act as the password. Previously, we would have just gotten to the chest and then had to open it up with the press of a button, but now we actually have to do a little thinking. The game is slowly turning into more of a game. So thanks for watching the tutorial. I hope you check out some more. Peace out.